Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet Podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from Germany. Today is a very wet and gloomy Sunday, the 9th of November 2025, and I'm coming to you today with a little bit of an update on my crochet blanket and also an oldie but goldie project and some incoming. I'm joined by Teddy, my ginger cat. I got him last July from the local animal shelter, and I must say that we have grown together like this. I don't want to miss him in my life anymore. So he probably will snooze all throughout this episode, but at least you can see him there getting cozy. So, shall we start with the crochet update? Let's do that. I have finished part 4 of the pattern. The pattern is the Universe in Bloom Crochet Along by Deirdre Oyce. It's now so big that I can't really show you the whole piece, but I've made a little video of it, or actually I can put in a photo for you here. So since we last spoke, I have been working on the rest of part 4. I had been here, and this is everything I've done since then. And I can now start working in the round all the way through. Previously, I had to work 4 sections, like this is one section, and then I had to fasten off and work on the other section, and part 4, times 4, and now I can finally just work the round, around. So it's hugely motivating. 4mm hook size. The pattern I've already told you. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK. Also some yarn colors from Hobby, which are about half the price of a Stylecraft Special DK. I found out that my gauge is off. I have double the size of the fabric which it should be, so I thought I might as well use some more affordable yarn at Hobby. It is slightly thinner, but not as much so that you would see a difference in the blanket. For instance, this is Stylecraft Special DK, but this is a yarn from Hobby. This is Duck Egg Blue from Stylecraft Special DK, and this is also here. This is Hobby, and this is Stylecraft Special DK. So if anything, this might be a little bit oh, let me say it like this. This is more dense than this one. But not so much that you would see it right away. If I wouldn't have told you, you wouldn't have seen the difference, I believe. Just as well, this color here, the petrol, is also from Hobby. And I really love the look of this section here. The leaves with the flowers. I think that's really beautiful. Thumbnail! Yeah, so that's what I've been busy working on. And I must also admit that this now is so much fun that I'm working only on this. In fact, I was debating with myself if I should record another episode or if I should rather continue working on this blanket, because now that I've joined them around, I just can't wait to get on to the next section. I've got it printed out here. Universe in Bloom, part 5, where you have a designer's name and her website's name as well. And in part 5, we are going to make a lacy border like this. Just a little preview. And anything else? I think that's it. The pattern is very well written. It comes with video tutorials. Deidre has her own YouTube channel. She's Barbet and Daisy on Instagram. And she's also giving you the charts if you prefer to work with charts. There are photos for the tricky bits. So I highly recommend this pattern. And if you think the designer sounds familiar, she has designed the Sophie's Universe blanket. That has been a crochet along a couple of years ago, and it was my first major blanket crochet along project. And I remember that I was going on holiday, taking this massive blanket project with me, and people were coming up to me asking me what I was doing. I was just sitting there. It had been at a vineyard hotel, and people were generally interested and really fascinated by the beauty of the blanket. So that was really boosted my confidence in my crochet skills and also really motivated me to continue doing this blanket. Yeah. So thumbs up for her projects. I think she's one of the best designers out there. When I started crocheting, which I realize is now 10 years ago, something like that, I've made little projects like pillowcases, and I brought this one along because I wanted to show you another of her free patterns, a free pattern on her website. Look at what I made. And this is the Prince Protea square. It's this part here, and I believe I made the rest up myself. This is a Protea flower. And since I used to live in South Africa, well, at least for a couple of years, I feel connected to the flora and fauna and the nature of South Africa, the smells, the scents, the sights, the beaches. I lived in Cape Town, and that has you can compare it to a Mediterranean climate. And there's the Table Mountain and other mountains as well, and lots of Protea bushes growing. And I used to live near the botanical gardens, Kirstenbosch. And I really enjoyed my evening walks up to the botanical garden, and sometimes I went in, and I was always enjoying when the proteas had been in bloom. So that's really mimicking a protea flower very well, I believe. I can't remember what the yarn is. Probably some sock yarn which changed color by itself, which was really nice effect for the flower inside, the inner flower. And yeah, I made this cushion cover. I made the back with as mitered squares in crochet, which I then joined together using the same yarn as this one here. This is the same yarn. The only thing which I would make different with this cushion is that I would probably make the option of opening it up so that I can actually hand wash this cushion. Well, it's not that it's dirty, it's not getting used that much, it's more like a pillow or a cushion which I have on display on my sofa in my bedroom. I just enjoy these colors so much. But enough of this oldie but goldie. What else can we talk about? I'm afraid that this episode is a short one. I only work on this project, so you have to be patient with me. I want to move on with this one. And I do have other projects in my queue, and I will talk about these at another time. Also, sticker books. Are you up to it? Or up for it? I showed you last time 3 sticker books. One for children, one art by stickers for adults, and then a Victorian sticker book, which was so beautiful. I've used a lot of those stickers already, and I researched a little bit more, and I found more like these. I found the Art Lovers sticker book, which looks like this. And this one has 350 stickers from artists throughout history. So let's talk about this one first. Let me open and show you. This is really beautiful. So what you get is chapters. This one is Frills and Fringe. And this is already a sticker. These are paper, they are not coated. But I could take this off here. Let me show you. There you go. I could take this off and stick it in my journal if I would want to. The stickers are famous paintings. And beside or beneath each sticker is a title and the painter's name. And I really enjoy this. It also says when it was painted and which kind of paint it is, like oil on canvas or down here there is the Princess of a Country of Porcelain, James Abbott McNeill, Whistler, about 1864, and it's actually painted on porcelain, this one here. These are beautiful, beautiful stickers. in between the stickers, this is the back of the sticker sheet, and it's William Morris papers. There you go, the next one. Next painting, next back of a sticker, you know, that kind of thing. And there are several chapters with themes. Let me show you another theme. Each theme has different background William Morris designs. So this, for instance, is at home. And there you have this design. And I believe once I used the stickers, I can also use these sides for my journaling. Another chapter is, let me see, there's another one, Creature Companions. And it has this sticker background, and stickers are of pets, obviously. And then you have Nature's Beauty, really beautiful paintings and stickers, and beautiful background. And yeah, it goes on, and I must say they are so beautiful that I hesitate to use the stickers. I want to keep this untouched as a book to look through. This is by Kelly Lynch. And this is really, it's quite pricey. I think I paid, it says here, $25, $25 US, 33 Canadian dollars. I still think it's worth the price, definitely. Yeah, I just love it. I love this book. Highly recommend this if you are into art and stickers. And yeah, you will discover new beautiful paintings, new painters, artists. Just stunning. So that's book number 1. And then I've discovered that someone called John Darien also made a sticker book. And this is book number 2. Book number 1 I've already ordered, but it hasn't arrived yet. I will show you next time. So this is book number 2. And it's very much like the Victorian sticker book, which I showed you last time. Yeah, let me just go through it. You can use this definitely for your journaling. This is very difficult. It has flowers and what's this? The inside of flowers of yeah, all kinds of. This is so difficult to hold. Old illustrations and yeah. Is it too boring if I browse through this and I show you what it looks like? All of these are stickers. You can use this in your journals. Mushrooms. Zoological drawings, like these are bird feet. I have no idea when I will use this in my journal, but it's quite quirky. This is from old books, you see. So illustrations from old books, and it's really beautiful as well. This is from an Italian zoological book. I suppose this is how your biology class books used to look like. This is in German. Der Insektenbelustigung, zweiter Teil. The Insects Amusement, Part 2. Yeah, so this is really... What's this one? This looks like a nightmare, but it's in German again. Das Hudson's Eichhorn. This is supposed to be a squirrel. Father Christmas. Yeah, so this is a very thick sticker book yet again. And this is 35 US dollars, 46 Canadian dollars. And this is John Darien, the curator of this sticker book. I think this is very nice. But if I would have to choose between the two, I think this is my absolute favorite. Because I am into art. So this is not only beautiful, but also educational. Highly recommend this one. That too, but that more. So that's that. What else can I show you? Yesterday I went to a cafe and they also have a gift shop. There used to be like a nursery. You could buy your flowers and trees and bushes for your garden there, but that business has become smaller because they were so successful with their cafe and their decoration department. So I went there yesterday and it was fully packed. We couldn't get a seat, but I got something for Christmas for my mother. And they had the decorations up and there was a new mouse. And if you are a long-time viewer, then you know that I'm the owner of several doll houses, and now 2 of those have mice living in them. So this is now the mouse which will join the Christmas mouse house. This will be, she has a little gold crown. So this will be das Christkind. In Germany, Father Christmas, or St. Nicholas, is coming to the children on the 6th of December, and the presents on the 24th of December, they are delivered or given by das Christkind, which is a female angel usually, although it should be Jesus Christ, but in all the books it usually looks like a female angel. And this little mouse looks like a female angel to me, so she will go into the Christmas house. And then you might see her already. This is totally useless purchase, as so many really, but I just get a kick out of it. Can you see this teddy bear? She stood there. She wasn't the only one, but I got one, which was already expensive enough. So this is a teddy bear. She has a bit of a funny profile. She has a bit of a neck frill or to keep her warm. She has a tartan dress and long stockings and the cutest teddy bear shoes. Isn't that cute? And then I came to realize that she actually can also be less tall. She can be quite small because her legs are extendable. Isn't that funny? I really love her shoes. So how could I resist, really? I tell you, I couldn't. So that's all from me. I can give you a little bit of a life update. Even though not much has happened in between, I mostly cuddle with Teddy after work, and work has been busy. Unfortunately, my commute has turned from 1 hour one way to 1.5 hour one way, and last week I had one evening where I had to drive 3 hours home because of accidents, road blockage, and yeah, it was crazy. I had to drive 3 hours stop and go along the country lanes, and I took a bit of footage while I was driving along the River Rhine, which was quite beautiful, but still I was quite aggro. I couldn't really appreciate the view, just a little bit. Yeah, and other news, last weekend my relatives were here. You saw a little glimpse of those of them at the beginning of the video introduction. And my godmother, Lottie, she was inviting us to an Italian restaurant, and the food was really delicious. I had tortellini alla panna and Parmesan cheese on top. And on Sunday we had another wonderful meal with my sister and brother-in-law. We had a cheese raclette, and I was busy crocheting on my blanket. And just a lazy day, really. I could have gone today to the second-hand fair, the local one, but it has been raining all day. It's a little bit, we say, usselig. When it's not really cozy and pleasant or sunny outside, but rather the opposite, cold, and you feel a bit shivery and you don't want to be out there. Usselig. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. My uncle had brought with him the aforementioned dollhouse number 3. This was handmade by his father, and I prepared it by now so that the mice can have a Halloween party. And I know Halloween has been done and dusted, but there's always another Halloween next year, and they are now partying the whole year throughout. And there are 4 rooms and then a terrace and a balcony, and the balcony is connected with a little stair down to the terrace. I have a 3D pop-up card on the terrace, and on the balcony is a fat orange cat amongst pumpkins, and then the bottom 2 rooms are higher than the top 2 rooms. So at the bottom I have a sitting room where the party is happening. There are a vampire mouse and what else? A vampire, a devil mouse, a witch mouse, and I believe the other one is also a witch mouse, I'm not sure. They are partying in that room. They have the cocktails out and the popcorn, and there's something brewing in a big pot. And in the middle of the table, they have an Ouija board and also a foreseeing ball, crystal ball. And in the bedroom we have a double bed with 2 skeletons in there, plastic skeletons. And one of the mice is carrying a pumpkin and is about to join the others in the sitting room. And then there is a little golf putting in pad thing, like a golfing exercise patch as well. And on the top floor is, on the left, the kitchen with a cook that doesn't have lights, so it's a little bit too dark in there to see something properly. And then there is the nursery, not in babies but in flesh-eating plants. Carnivorous plants, that's I think the correct name for them. So there is I took the shelf which came with the little wooden angels. It fits perfectly in there. I might still paint it black, but at the moment it's dark green, and all the carnivorous plants are in there. And then there are some pumpkins as well, and there is the 3D printed ghost with a flickering tea light underneath in there. So I think instead of telling you what's all in there, I will show you at the end of this video what it looks like. And I hope that you enjoyed this episode, even though it is only 2 objects crochet related. And I hope that you are enjoying your weekend and that your weather is much nicer. Or if your weather is just as bad as mine, that you get some really nice crafting time. So keep well, keep safe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.
I spend my days in despair, for in my mind you're still there. When nights turn cold and blue, how will I